Welcome, digital card fighters. This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar, bringing you another deck profile. Today relates to the Nectar event, and we have our lovely audience. This is recorded live on my Twitch channel, which is I stream every Mondays, every Thursdays, and every Saturday for Vanguard Zero content. Well, Mondays sometimes Horror Fest, but it ups to the community. With that, let's go right into the deck profile. And that deck profile will be related to Musketeers as the first deck profile. So, let's go over the main importance of the essential cards, and then we'll go right into a ranked game. So first off, with the Musketeers, you run Broccolina Musketeer Kaihira. So Counterblast 1, put this unit into your soul to look at the top 5 cards of your deck to add a grade 3 or greater to your hand. So it's your grade 3 searcher, which is not terrible. Next, we run 3 Black Lily Musketeer Hermana. So when this unit is boosted, it gets plus 3k. So it becomes a 13k, well, 21k if you have an 8k booster. Not terrible, fantastic in its own right. Next, I run White Lily Musketeer Cecilia. Cecilia is your ace of the deck, your winning image, as they put it. So Counterblast, return 5 grade 2 or lower Musketeers from your drop zone to your deck to call two White Lily Musketeer Cecilias. Return a Musketeer rearguard to look at the five cards of your top of your deck to call a Musketeer. So it's a very useful skill. It is a better version of Trailing Rose because it can do it in the main phase and not have to worry about on hits. We run also 5 stands, 4 draws, and another unit I run is Frontline Valkyrie Laurel because hitting 12k helps for numbers. Next, I play Knight of Harvest Gene because being able to put your heal triggers back that you draw is super important in this game. So I figured taking up 9 slots for non-generic Musketeer support is not bad. The deck still works and functions quite well. Next, I run 1 Tulip Musketeer Arlama because the damage enablers are great, but you don't need to go crazy with Musketeers because of the fact that they pretty much do everything in the main phase, so they don't have to worry too much on activating Limit Break. So when this unit is placed, Counterblast to retire one of your other Musketeers to look at the top 4 to call a Musketeer. So we run 4 of him because Cavent is just very good. Next, we run Cherry Blossom Musketeer Argos. So during your turn, if your Vanguard is Musketeer, it gets plus 3k. So it becomes a 12k attacker. Next, I run Knight of Gene because having the grade 2 to call out the grade 3 is fine, but you want to have the grade 3 be able to call out the grade 2 to build board state and keep it at bay. Next, I play Tulip Musketeer Mina because I feel like 5 Limit Break enablers are great in this deck. You don't need to go as high because you pretty much search it out whenever you need to, so you don't need to be filling your slots with weak numbers. Next, I play White Willy Ruth, so during your turn, if your Vanguard is Musketeer, this unit gets plus 3k if you bring it to the front row. I only play 1 because tight spaces and stuff like that. I figured 5 Limit Break enablers is kind of needed. So, and then Lily of the Valley Musketeer Rebecca. When placed, Counterblast, retire one of your other Musketeer rearguards to look at the top 4 of your deck to call a Musketeer. And then 4 PGs because PGs are lifeblood. This is my build, so let's take it on to the ladder. So, most people know me as the Neo King, so I hopefully can live up to this expectation and show you a good game with Neo Nectars. Musketeers, to me, I feel like after playing both decks, I feel Musketeers definitely is the stronger deck of consistency-wise, but Arboros is definitely explosive. So, our first game is against Pale Moon. So, this is going to be a really tough match up just because Pale Moon has the turtle to really take home and seal games for her. So we're going to just put back 2 cards. And that's not terrible. I mean, we could have had definitely a little bit better. but we have to definitely play around Dream Spinning Turtle. Okay. We have to play our Limit Break Enabler, which is not the best option, but we'll call, since we have Trailing Rose, we'll definitely use her to be sack target for Coven. We're going to just turn Endo. So let's see what they do here, because this very much puts us on a clock, because the turtle literally puts us at a have to deal with or die. Because if we can't take it out right away, we're kind of in a bad situation. So with that, let's hope for the best. Okay, so they put Trapezis in there, so that means they probably have a way of pulling out the starter and just keep sucking stuff in. So it looks like a very stock list. Ooh, that stand trigger would have been better at a draw. Remember, stands and draws are kind of one and the same in this game for Neo Nectars in this situation, so I do not mind running that. So let's go 9K here. I'm going to retire you. Let's see what we can get off this. So let's grab... We didn't hit anything substantial-wise, so I'm going to grab you. Because what we're going to do is call him down. We're going to swing in 9K here. So that's a PG. That's fine. If he hits a trigger, we're good. And then we'll just push for more damage the next turn, because, again, you want to rush Pale Moon before they can get completely set up. So what we could do is put him back in the deck to grab the grade 3, which would give us another option of a unit to sit on board until the next turn when we just hit them with it, and then we call 2 grade 2s, which is the better play in this situation. So we're going to play him here. Even if he builds a sizable board, we'll just attack with him last to kind of just fill in the units for a wall turn. Okay, so he rides Dreamy Fortress. Means he either has a few in his hand. Nope, Counterblast puts a Dreamy Fortress in. So we have to really start pushing that Dreamy Fortress fast. So he's guaranteed to have 3 Dreamy Fortresses on the board. So Dreamy needs to hit a trigger. Hopefully no trigger. Yep, that is fine. Next is our turn. Let's draw. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. So, Maiden, Cecilia. So we're going to call. Move our good boy up. We're not going to activate because our units are kind of good where they're at. So, we're just going to go right into battle. So we're going to swing in. Hopefully no stand triggers get revealed. That's good. Now we swing in at 10K. Since we can hit over a trigger. Yep, we hit over the trigger. Boop. Boop. Now we swing into the Vanguard. Ooh. Another draw trigger. I'm not too happy that he double drawed, but hey, it's what it is what it is. Okay, next turn becomes very piece reliant. We're going to lose 1, 2, 3. Okay, here comes the circus. Luquier is live, so either he has a Dreamy in his hand. Counterblast calls a Dreamy, so we're not getting through the Dreamy wall this next couple turns. Fantastic, unless we hit a couple stand triggers on the way up. So here's the Dreamy. So the sad part is we can kill off 3 of the Dreamies. Maybe all of them in one turn. But that requires a lot of resources to do so. And by a lot, I mean a lot. So, hits the draw trigger. Must be nice. 3 active draws. Okay. We go up 1. Okay. Next we draw a card. Into a PG. Nice. So we have 3 of our stands left in deck. So what we're going to do is ride skip. Because we're not going to get off of it. Not quite yet. So we have 3. I'm going to call this activate select ability. Activate ability. Retire you. Hopefully grab a moderately decent grade 2. So we're going to call you. No invoke. Battle phase. We swing into 1 Dreamy. Swing into 2 Dreamy. Hopefully we hit a stand trigger to kill off the 4th Dreamy. When you have to spend a couple turns doing this. First check. Come on, stand trigger, please. Oh, come on. Luckily, there is no more Dreamies to come out. That was 3 Dreamy Fortresses. So, either he has to give up to multi-attack, the Dreamy Fortress needs to be given up, or, I mean, this has to give up to go for an Alice. So, we'll have to wait and see what he plans. They can do a lot with just those couple cards, but I think we can handle it. Okay. Okay. And then Vanguard swings in. First check. Second check. Draw trigger. Fantastic. But we'll start pushing next turn. Unless we hit a stand trigger in the middle of this. Okay, we hit a heal trigger, which isn't terrible, but it does nothing in this situation. So, okay. We're going to wait a turn. Okay. Ride skip. So we're going to call you. Call. Next, we're going to call you. Activate select ability. Can't do you yet. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we only got 1, 2, 3 in the drop zone. So we're gonna not activate you, because the goal here is hopefully to actually swing into the Vanguard this turn. So what will be really nice is hitting a trigger of a stand variety. Perfect. Select the power boost. And then we'll swing in for 16. Flip over. Heal trigger, nice. Whiffing that heal makes it so beneficial for us. It's not even funny. So we're going to call you, retire you. That should bring us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll be at 5. Okay, first PG. How am I dead? I got a PG in hand. He can multi-attack maybe once or twice, but outside of that, he needs to be able to have enough PGs. So his Vanguard can get as powerful and beefy as they want, but okay. They have one counterblast to play with. And I have a little bit more resources to play with. Great. So power there. I don't know. I got plenty of heals left, so gotta explain where I'm dead. So that goes in, pulls it out yet again. So 17. I mean 20. Not terrible, but Stan, I don't think I'm dead. I mean, if he's got all his PGs, yeah, that's just how that plays out. But ride skip, select ability, activate ability, call. So we put units back in, select ability. Retire, let's grab a grade 2 real quick. Okay. I still have 3 stand triggers and 3 heal triggers left in deck. I'm pretty set. Like I said. True power of Neo Nectars. This defensive wall is on par with the most defensive deck in the world. So, I mean, depends on... Okay, so getting off yours, you're going on to Sarah. What is going on? One place, one of your other units gets plus... Okay, Sarah. There's no countercharger in this, so... I'll put a grade 3 or greater into Soul. Call it. Okay. Betting on that trigger. So we just called more. So 7, 2, 2. Don't get a trigger. First check. Don't get a trigger. Bam. Perfect. Boom, baby. They didn't have enough defense to stop us. Let's go. And that's the true power of the new Neo Nectar Musketeers, guys. So remember, like, comment, and subscribe if you love this kind of content. And remember, this is the Neo King for named Ride My Avatar, signing off.